Well, start keeping a portfolio. Don't let them start messing with you and don't keep a portfolio. You don't stick paper like that in the drawer. Because what they'll do, come and confiscate your property. Hmm?
For the past 20 years, I don't put anything in my name, basically.
Well, that's not even, yes, I understand that, but it's not totally necessary. What you want to do is you want to start getting things on the record, clarifying your legal status.
Yes, sir.
And what you want to do is start getting things on record for them to clarify their legal status. And when you got on documented like that, you have an instrument now to use against them. You ever heard of racketeering?
Yes, I have.
Well, you look it up. You ever look it up?
Yeah.
I suggest you do that. And don't say that never say that you're not going to pay them. Never say that. What you put on them is prove the debt. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And that's for starters. Now think of some other stuff. I'm going to come back with you on that. Islam.
And also in that bill of particulars or that written nature discovery, ask them what branch of government are they, and include that in your bill of particulars.
Yeah.
Okay. They can't produce that. Number two.
And they're not going to.
That same written in nature discovery of the bill of particulars, whichever one you use, send carbon copy to the Attorney General also. Put him on notice. And then send a letter to the Attorney General asking him, does he represent the IRS?
Yes.
And see what he say.
Yes.
They don't have representation.
Now, what you want to do is throw the ball in their court. Stop answering things for them. Have them answer things for you. Because remember, they're foreigners. Is no different than somebody calling you on the phone and asking you for a social security number. Do you start saying, oh yeah, let me see, it's 357, yeah, let me check it. And then you start giving, well, they're doing the same thing to you.
But by the time, so it wasn't strange to me because I didn't know the law, but I knew enough to know that this is my man and I'm voicing American now, right? So my name claims who I am. So in front of the judge, when I told him that I was Cherokee by tribe and Moorish by nationality, and I showed him a letter that we sent to the Secretary, that we got from the Secretary of State, I said that the Moors were exempt from taxes.
Well, he already knows that. They know that too.
And the people from the IRS, I thought they was with the judge.
They're partners.
No. But then I found out that the judge said, no, I'm not going along with y'all. This man is saying that, he said, listen, I can't judge on this case.
Of course
I
not.
send it to Washington, D.C.
Now, what was he saying at that point?
He was saying,
no, he didn't have, it wasn't the proper jurisdiction or venue. He wasn't making a ruling.
No, he said, I'm not going to make a ruling.
Because it's not in his jurisdiction.
No, he said, I send it to Washington, to D.C.
See, because first it's federal. And first of them coming at you, and then what you also want to address in that bill of particulars and that written nature of discovery is for them to send you, that you never received from them, a copy of the bill. You want to break down an itemized breakdown of the bill that they claim that you owe them. I know what that's not an itemized copy of the bill. They made up some arbitrary note with some numbers on it. They're claiming that you owe them something, am I correct? So now they're talking about debtor's prison type stuff. Oh, interest, well, interest, So where did the bill come from? How'd you come to owe them anything? No, that's what you're going to ask them. Send a copy of the itemized bill, the dates that you signed for whatever loans they gave you, and who amongst their corporation gave you any loans of any money at any time, send you an itemized bill whereas you accrued this debt to them. Or are they some form of slaveholders and maybe got your name mixed up with someone else and are trying to exact or extort some revenues for some cause or some artificial person, assuming that I may be some other person that they mention, and I am myself, my natural person. All right? Along that line. You can construct that as you already know where I'm going with that.
I'm going to talk to you later. We don't have to see that, right?
Yeah, but the major thing when you're dealing with the organized criminals, don't deal with them verbal anything. Everything in writing. Nothing singular to them. Whatever you write to them, always CC it. All right? Never send anything to their departments, just to them, because they will bury it if it's monstrous. And what you're asking is monstrous. And also put them in check. Brother Dooley, is he in the front? Yeah, I wanted them to come up, please. So keep that in mind. Any other questions relative Islam, Yahweh, and then back to you.
You might want to add to that some of the particulars about the District of Columbia.
Yes.
Because of the mutual contract and subject.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that too. Because you know the 10-mile district, and also the artificial creation of a jurisdiction that really don't exist, and authority that goes with it.
See, man, I'm not aware of a lot of things that you're talking about. I was just going to the districts and 10 miles.
Well, first of all, what you must be aware of is the supreme law of the land, i.e. the Constitution. The first thing you want to do is read that and reread it. Then you read the state constitution. Then what you want to ask, you can be more specific. Relative, you look at the district that particular instrument came from, and you ask them where in the Constitution were they authorized to lay and collect taxes. This is redundant, but it's powerful.
Well, all I knew about it was that I knew that I didn't owe them any taxes because this is my ancestors' land that I...
Well, you know the point of this, you don't go by that. What you're doing is challenging their claim to authority. You're not trying to qualify yourself to disengage yourself from that claim. You're disengaging them from the claim of authority they're claiming to have to ask for it.
You know, since it's been over 20-some years, I kind of think that it was like a lion with no teeth.
Yeah, but it's routine. But what you want to do is you want to respond with some power.
Yes, sir.
So what you want to do, you want to start putting some teeth in it.
Yes, sir. I know that don't keep going.
No, because once you have those instruments in place, rather than looking at it, well, they've been doing this for 20 years. They've been doing it for 20 years because you haven't put anything that start putting some brakes on them. This will. Islam, Brother Dooley?
Yes.
What did we do with the IRS years ago?
You mean the situation at my job where I was working?
Yes.
In Trenton, New Jersey?
Yes.
All right. Get the dates right. 1993 was when I nationalized. I presented my my paperwork to my job, the personnel office in Trenton Community Mental Health Center, and I talked to the director of personnel and explained to her what my status is, clarifying what was on the documentation, and they immediately stopped taking taxes out of my check.
And what did I sign the letter in? How did I sign it?
You're talking about another situation.
Yeah, that situation too.
You're talking about the situation at the Board of Education.
Yes.
All right. See, I'm talking about the situation
in Trenton. Yes. Yes.
All right.
We wrote a letter.
What I submitted was just the paperwork,
Yes.
the nationalization paperwork to them.
And the
all right?
reclaiming of your
my national status, and I didn't have a problem with them at my job.
Right.
In fact, I was bringing more finance than my supervisor.
Yes.
Yes. Now you're talking about
and we didn't even go formal.
No. All right. So, another question?
Yes.
I want to mention, at the same time, we issued paperwork to the IRS, too. And
But,
hopefully-
yes, we did mail paperwork to the IRS.
Same time.
Right.
Okay. My question is, I had the same predicament.
Yes.
I acknowledged them of our status,
Yes.
and I presented to them that I was exempt. So,
And the real deal is that you're not exempt. You have no obligation.
Yeah, clarify that, yes.
Now, and so now let me make this point too, and I'm getting to you, brother. Let me make this point. You need to stop saying exempt. They will do that on pre-forms in order to, because that word alone